My name is Rhapsody, his name is Rito Retromation, and welcome back to Rito and Raps video games. How's it going, bud?
Oh, I'm doing so good. I can't believe I get to play video games.
Oh man, I've been waiting to play video games for a while. Ever since I played the prequel to video games, board games, I have been really keyed in. The embargo is finally up, and so we finally get to play some video games. Would you like to give us a countdown until we actually go?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey.
We're playing as the Paradox.
Ooh, we are. So if I thought I was possibly going to get my first win in a while here, that's not going to happen. I have the Makarov and the ammo belt.
You say that, but mine are somehow worse for this.
How?
I have the pea shooter, and I have... Okay, well, actually, I started with blasphemy, too, though. So actually, wait, hold on. I take everything back. Yeah, I got pea shooter and Ring of Chess Friendship, which is normally amazing, but I have a feeling I won't get a lot of use out of today. We'll see.
Is there anything in particular that's giving you that feeling?
I feel like I don't get a lot of keys on these runs, so I feel like I won't be able to open the chests I get. But we'll see.
That's fair, and also probably true. We like clear fewer rooms, and I guess we're like not prioritizing, at least not always prioritizing chance bulletkins and key bulletkins and going to shops and stuff.
Yeah. That being said, I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and I won't get any paths to the chests, and I'll just get all my items from random stuff. Who knows?
And that is a huge area where the runs can become divergent as well, because those chests that spawn, I'm not getting them.
Yeah, I have a feeling this run's going to end. I mean, it started different because we're playing Paradox, but I think it's going to end different too.
This one's going to be at least a little more divergent than the previous robot run.
Yeah, that was one of the closer ones for sure. One of the closer ones. But I feel like, I don't know. I get that a lot of it's not seeded. I'm surprised at some of the things that aren't, and I know it's a mod, so it's like I should be thankful for what's on your plate, Jimmy. But I wish that the random chests were the same. I mean, I know that this item I just got are different, but that'd be great.
I think what we're effectively wishing is that the developers would have actually added like a seeded mode of some kind.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That's I definitely wasn't crying myself to sleep because it wasn't in the final edition. You know, no siree.
Oh, cool. Neither of us then.
Yeah. Yep. Neither of us. So, Rhapsody.
Yeah. Hey, Rita. How's it going?
You ready to fall in love?
Yeah. Hell yes. I'll fall in love with the question.
Okay, maybe you'll like this one. Tell me what you think of this one. Just on first looks, love at first ask, right here. Would you like to be famous? It's a simple question. Would you like to be famous?
Okay, can
and
I?
If so, how much? Like, what level of fame, and why?
Okay. That removes the second level that I was going to go for, which is asking some qualifying questions. I think I can actually go straight to my answer here, which is yes, but only the level where, like, only the people who have sought me out know who I am. I don't want to be the level of fame where people who don't like me are exposed to me and feel like they need to tell me they don't like me as a direct result. I want to be the level of fame where people are like, oh, I heard you on this podcast, and then I started watching your stuff and I thought it was good. That's what I want.
Yeah, I would like that too. We have a weird scenario being, you know, like being on YouTube. Unfortunately, the measurement of success, I find a lot of times it's weird backwards thinking. It's how I've gotten okay with negative comments over the years. Is like the more comments I get where I'm like, why the hell is this person watching me? The more success I must have found is how I like, and it just makes me feel this weird thing in my stomach. I'm like, this person, like, the fact that this person found me and decided to say whatever the hell, something nasty, like, I don't, you know, obviously I have a very family-friendly channel. I don't think it's weird to me that I can even reach out to grab those people, but, you know, it must have meant that something reached critical mass somewhere, and now I have a hater, and it must mean I did something well. But I don't like it, but it's part of it.
Yeah. I mean, also, it does help that all of those things are still just positive interaction. Like, that's the, like, our let's play kind of position of dislikes are still interaction, friends.
Yeah. Is that still true?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
Still true?
I think that's...
I always thought it was true, and I use it to sleep well. So...
I think it might
use
just be like a comforting lie.
Yeah, it's either a comforting lie or like it definitely. I mean, Lego City Undercover is one of my lower like to dislike ratios, and that baby's got the 2.2 million. So maybe I gotta start being more hated.
Clearly, you've also got to start getting on more like view farms.
Yeah, something, whatever the hell. I can't bottle the lightning. Yeah. I think we said it last time.
Yeah, you can. It's a skill in your opening hands.
I said, oh, yeah, okay. Whatever the retort I said to that was. I don't have that good of a memory. Oh,
it was a good one. It was a good one.
And then I think you might have PayPal'd me $10.
Almost certainly.
I think I think you PayPal'd me $10.
So do I have to do that again?
I think so. If you want to keep the... You wouldn't let it... You would not do it just to... You wouldn't let the gag end, huh?
Okay, so just for my taxes' sake, I'm going to monetize that payment over the course of 2 months. So how about I just subscribe to you on Twitch for 2 months?
We can make it work.
Hell yeah.
I think we can make that work. So, okay, so your answer is you would like to be fame-ish, right?
Fame adjacent. No, I would... I
fame-like.
I think, like, I would like to be the... Do you know who Fran Krantz is?
No, and I feel like the fact that I said that may prove a point well.
Exactly. So Fran Krantz played the character Topher in Dollhouse. I don't know if you ever watched Dollhouse.
I have not. I feel like this is just proven even more and more how good of a point this is going to be.
You know what? I'm actually even going to step it up. Do you know Alan Tudyk?
No.
That's the level of fame I want. So Alan Tudyk was Wash in Firefly and Alpha in Dollhouse.
I do know now. I do know now.
And it was also Turbo in
oh God.
Wreck-It Ralph. He was the evil guy, Turbo, in Wreck-It Ralph. Sorry?
You said you could only do one voice well. What's going on here?
That is the one voice. That is the voice of Ed Wynn. So, like, a lot of different cartoon characters are based on that kind of whimsical voice. And it's all based on this one guy named Ed Wynn who used to do that kind of voice. Like, you'll recognize that archetype around commonly. Like, Turbo or the Candy King. He's doing it with a little bit more push going out. Whereas, like...
Or,
Choose Goose?
Loose Goose, or... Choose Goose. Loose Goose.
The Choose Goose is higher and further back in the throat. That kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, like, everyone has their version of it. I love it so much that I just, like, try and learn different versions of it. It's so... like, it's one of those things... People viscerally hate it if you do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which is why I have to learn how to.
I'm like, this is our last session. I mean, it was fun.
I mean, you said this is our last session, and now I'm crying.
Oh, no.
Oh. Call Rhapsody, he's crying.
I'm already on a call with him. Rhapsody, can you hold? I need to call Rhapsody.
Yeah, if you could, please.
Oh, man. All right.
So, you're on the same level, I have to imagine. Fame-ish, being where you want to be.
Yeah, I would like if a couple times a year, maybe someone would know who I was if I was out and about. Maybe a couple times a year.
Oh, okay. So recognized in public. I would have thought that would have been, like, really confronting for you.
I see, I don't make a lot of sense, do I? But I don't. The thing is, like, I don't want it to happen. I don't want to be in the situation, but I want it to happen and to have been uncomfortable by it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, you want the story, so you need to have suffered through it to have it.
Yeah, like, I mean, I want to have been uncomfortable. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, I would like the same thing. Like, people who know me, you know, like, but not like everybody gets, you know, everybody's got seen my Twitter and feels like something about what I said. I would hate that. Oh my goodness. Like,
yeah.
Being big enough where everybody's trying to take something you said at some point in some way and use it against you. Although I don't think that I cannot think of a single tweet I have ever made that could possibly be that way. I am afraid of opening up the door by saying what I just said. You know? But
yeah, context matters, and people can find things and take them out of context to a point where it's like, great, that wasn't even what I was talking about, but now I look awful.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, like sometimes not even context. Sometimes like that's literally not even what the thing says, but the way you said it was very angry. And therefore, uh-oh. But
oh no.
Uh-oh, what's this?
Okay, sorry. I thought there was an uh-oh in the run.
No, an uh-oh in life. Potentially, a potential future uh-oh.
How about
I don't think
you line me up with
a... I don't think it's gonna ever happen.
Don't think what's ever gonna happen? The fame?
The fame. In any kind of... I don't think so.
Really? I'm not saying that it, like, either definitely will or definitely won't to anyone that we know. But I think... I don't know. I think that probably one or a couple people that we know will probably do pretty well. Maybe transition into podcasts later in life, that kind of thing.
Oh my god, I want to start a podcast so bad.
Same.
I've been floating the idea in my Gungeon series like for the past 4 episodes, hoping that people bite. Oh, I want to do one so bad.
Have you got an idea for a podcast, or is it a situation of I want to do a podcast, now I need an idea?
I've had a lot of ideas. The one that I had that was the most fleshed out recently was doing, like, taking a look at games to talk about different types of psychology or sociology situations, or just, but not in a professional way, in a way that would be accessible. And it kind of just like that's like the most fleshed out thing I had. But I would think that video games would have to be involved at some point, because I don't think I would have to do a lot of researching and growing before I would be able to talk about anything else in the way that I know I could talk about games.
That is one of the giant problems, which is, like, to make an hour's worth of content for a podcast, especially like a high concept podcast like that, it's going to take you far more than it will to make an hour's worth of Gungeon content. And I can tell you, like, which one's probably going to be more viewed, because podcasts are just real rough to get off the ground.
So that's like, what I kind of landed on was just, and I had this idea before, and I would this is probably the more realistic version, just a podcast that's like generally about games, like, but also, you know, I wouldn't expect it to take off, kind of a thing. Like I would be doing it just for the love of the game, you know, like talk about games, basically literally what we're doing. I guess is kind of what I'm getting at.
Although we'd probably have set topics.
Yes, like basically this with some bullet points before we started is effectively it.
I think
like that's basically exactly what I'm thinking now.
Damn it! I just got ammo offered to me and I put it in the wrong gun. Anyway.
Oh, it's happened.
I've tried to do that before. Orbital was gracious enough to run a podcast for I think it was 2 episodes. One of them has been uploaded and edited to the internet. And that was he and I doing a podcast together like a couple of years ago. I want to say maybe 3 now.
Oh, I did not know this existed. Never knew.
It was fine. There was maybe a 60-minute episode and there was possibly 2 good jokes in it. So it's very early kind of content for both of us. I would not necessarily recommend it. But we have also been on a more kind of close to the idea you were talking about, a gaming podcast called Gaming Derailed a while ago as well.
Oh.
Which also stopped. I would like to be on an actual podcast again.
Wait, there was a second podcast that was real.
Yeah, that was Gaming Derailed. It was Brink, Orbital, and I doing that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
How many of those did you do? I didn't know about this either.
I want to say about 19, maybe?
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we did a fair few.
Neat.
It was fine. Yeah. It was, again, it was very much kind of just roundtable-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's, you know, not going to say, yeah, it's generally what I would want as well. Yeah. Round table.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Did you listen to that a lot?
I
I'm
listened
assuming
to
you're
it.
talking about the Round Table podcast.
Of course.
The one. Oh, yeah.
I listened to it, I think, right up until episode 40 or something like that, and then I stopped.
Yeah, I did something like that too.
Yeah.
But then for some reason I was immensely sad when it stopped.
Oh,
I was like, oh no, someday when I eventually go back to that. Oh, why was nobody supporting this, including myself? It's like, oh shoot. Now it's gone. How dare you guys, but I guess also me. But yeah. I don't know. I wonder why it is that lots of people romanticize a podcast so much. Why it seems like it's like the next step for a lot of people. I wonder why that is. Why is that medium romanticized?
I think it's kind of become like a comedy proving ground a little bit. It seems like where a lot of people take their ability to kind of generate, you know, ridiculousness extemporaneously and take it from a let's play into an all audio format. And, you know, sometimes it works well. Full stop.
So yeah, it's true. I've seen a couple times where it's worked well.
I think every time we think about it, we're both thinking like, oh, we'll be one of the good ones. But it's got to be so much work to be one of those actually worth listening to gaming podcasts.
It's true. And that's why I said, like, I'd be doing it for the love of the game. But, like, the sucky thing is, like, a lot of times that, you know, it gets cut. The thing that you do for the love of the game has to be the thing that gets cut. Because bills are a thing. And stuff like that.
Bills are indeed. I mean, I saw you liked the Anodyne tweet that I put out, retweeted earlier.
I loved it. Oh my god. I hadn't heard of the game at all until I saw that tweet, and now I am going to buy that game.
So am I, actually. I kind of want to do a series on it. I don't know if I'll have time to, though.
Love of the game, man. What do you mean?
Exactly. I don't know how I'll have time to do it in between my 2 Iridice a day and 2 Slay the Spires a day. I don't know why that's something that I'm considering and mentioning at this point.
Yeah, have you considered covering Small World instead of Big World? No, I mean
that is something funny as well. I think at one point in my life I have been accused on the channel of only playing the big games, and it was just such a perfect moment for me of like someone's trying to insult me. Like the rest of the comment wasn't particularly kind either. Someone's trying to insult me, but I know they're wrong, so I don't care.
Yeah. I need to get better at that.
I usually cannot do that,
wrong.
but for that
this was a special situation.
Yeah,
where it was obvious to you. Oh, those are the best.
Usually, I'll just internalize it heavily and go, "Well, I must have been."
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Maybe I do suck real bad. Maybe I'm the worst Gungeon player that's ever existed. Hold on. Maybe they have a point. I've gotten to the point and people have not. Like, I only have really like gotten called out on that like the last time I think I got called out on that specifically is like a year ago by a speedrunner of the game. Is like, what? Okay, that's fine. I don't need to speedrun the game to be okay with it. So I was like, but you know,
Someone called you out on what in particular, sorry?
being bad at Enter the Gungeon. But I mean, it's like, okay, I know that this is so obviously not true. Being on a streak of like 100 at the time, I'm clearly not bad at the game. Am I worse than you? Probably, but also we're completely different criteria.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just like, I hate that this bothers me.
The part that they left out of that comment is, by the metric I judge with, you are bad at this game. But they can't add that part, because if they do, they know what they're effectively writing is, I consider you to be bad at this game.
Yes, exactly. Or what they really want to say, what they really are trying to say so desperately with their comment, I'm better than you at this game. Will somebody agree with me? Please?
Yeah.
I need value somewhere. I gotta be I think I'm better at you than this game, and I'm valuable because of that fact. Right? Somebody with a like button? Somebody with a like button anywhere? Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I always do find good joy in shadow banning comments that are obviously like begging for likes in that same kind of way, because I know that I'm sending them to the shadow realm where they will never get likes.
Oh yeah, I love that place.
I hate this.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. I have an edit button.
Thank you.
I have an edit button.
I'll edit it myself as well. That is yikes. Oh, I've actually straight up like paused the game. I'm gonna unpause the game now. Yeah. Sorry. That really rarely happens to, like, when I'm actually recording. I've never done it in a solo series. Unless, since I stopped swearing.
Hear me out. It's probably because of how loose and podcasty it is.
I suspect that's probably it. Sorry, I feel really guilty. Anyway, what was I trying to say before I...
I think we need to send Rhapsody to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, sorry,
I think we were talking about the Shadow Realm. I think we were talking about the Shadow thing, maybe.
We were at the time, but I was about to say that this Forge path is absolutely awful.
Oh, okay. Good info. Maybe.
I hate that it's good info for you, because my weapons became really good. I could have probably won this if I let you go down the bad path, but it's so awful. I don't want you to suffer it, frankly.
Oh, it's kind. It's kind.
Pretty much every time you think you have the right path, guess again, nerd.
Oh. Well, I just found the dragon, and I will admit, I would have had the wrong path if I did not have privy info.
That is okay. As far as I'm considering it, this is a collaborative victory.
Indeed. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I could die? Question mark? The Dragon is up. If your guns are really good, I'm giving you this info. You gave me the info. The Dragon is up. And I'm going to pause on the screen for roughly 5-10 seconds, because you paused on your screen for roughly 5-10 seconds. And we'll see what happens.
Dragon's up, you say.
He's very, very, very up.
Alright. Let's see if we can do this.
Alright.
Oh my god, he was the next...
Shadow Realm! No.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't say that time.
I know.
And the U was actually just going to be like, goddamn, like, not. Actually, that's an interesting thing. Is that considered a curse?
If it is, then I have sworn on my channel.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Because I know that some areas of America consider HE double hockey sticks rather than hell. Is that not a legitimate thing? Have I just been lied to by all media?
like that people get offended by hell?
Yeah.
I have not met anyone like that, but I also only live in one part of America.
I would suspect that you only would. Otherwise, you really need to have some conversations with some quantum scientists.
Yes. I mean, I've moved 4 or 5 times, but I've never left the state. So yeah, I've never experienced anywhere but in Minnesota.
But of course.
My guess is maybe in the South, some people are bothered by it.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a Rust Belt kind of thing.
If anywhere, but I honestly, I don't think so. I feel like the only people who I've seen ever get quote unquote offended are kids making jokes about being offended about it.
All right, fair enough.
Who aren't actually offended about it.
Now this is the thing I know. I'm on the phase of the heart, by the way. I'm about to 3 cycle.
Oh.
I'm one of the 3 cycles, so you've probably still got this.
No, I'm not at the heart.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, I need to get something off my chest.
Yeah.
I watched the Wheel of Gungeon, and I must say that the amount of buffets in America was definitely grossly exaggerated.
Is it not just a buffet paradise? I've been led to believe that as soon as I hand them my visa, they'll be like, are you coming for travel or stay or work? And I'll be saying, no, buffet actually. 3rd option, please. Sorry, 4th option, please. And then they gesture off to the side and I go and reward myself with some shrimpy goodness.
Yeah,
No?
I first of all, the concept of a buffet makes me sick to my stomach. Like trying to basically like force yourself into physical discomfort so you don't waste your money. I hate it's. Oh my goodness, I hate it. I can't like I as a child we were taken to buffets. Me and my sister we were taken to buffets a lot, like Chinese food buffets, and it was just like we had one, and we would go like every week, and oh my god, I can't stand the thought of it anymore. Just no. Discomfort
for money is just a job. So effectively what you're telling me is that buffet is work.
It is though. It's work if you're doing a good job and getting your money's worth, you're performing a job. If you're doing it quote unquote effectively, you're in pain. But it's just then okay. Don't eat as much, stupid. Well, it's like, okay, but then why don't I just order a freaking pizza?
Exactly. If I'm going to pay $20 for an all-I-can-eat buffet, I want to get more value than the $20 I could have spent getting something else. So I am definitely going to fill myself to bursting.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know, man.
No one offered me a wafer thin mint.
Please no. Did you win? Did you
yes. Win? Yeah, I'm out in the main screen, I'm assuming.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Way to go.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much. You might have paused for longer than I ended up doing.
I doubt it.
So we'll see how it looks to people in the view sync. But at the moment, I will accept it and say thank you. Much appreciated.
I'm very proud of you.
Aw.
Congratulations on the victory. It was well fought.
A lot to me. Thank you. Well played to you as well. And to everyone watching, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all the content on this game, past, present, and future, as well as a link to each of the individual channels. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Next time.
Hey.
Oh. Bye.